Hey, welcome everybody. This is your coach with Sharp Lines and Stacking Dimes. This is Coach's Call NCAA Pick'em. Sadly, this would be probably our last one of the season. Sharp Lines and Stacking Dimes. Donnie and Tristan, our boys, couldn't be here today, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sure everybody saw the national championship. Everybody bet different ways. I know Donnie had Georgia. A lot of people had Georgia. They were thinking maybe, maybe not. Georgia fans were even doubting it. I had a couple of buddies that were at the game, and even the Georgia fans were doubting it. TCU, congratulations on a great season for TCU. I think it just goes to show, it proves that it is what it is. You guys, anybody can hate on the SEC. Anybody can hate on the West, the East. You can keep saying, well, it's top heavy. It's only Georgia and Alabama. You can say whatever the hell you want to say about it. Bottom line is nobody got their ass beat as bad as Georgia beat TCU's ass. That's just the way it is. You have to come to terms. You have to come to the realization that, yeah, maybe Alabama should have been in there. They didn't deserve to be in there. I'm with the I'm with the minority. Alabama lost 2 games. They lost a bid at the playoff in 6 seconds, 3 seconds on each game. Are they a better team than TCU? Absolutely, no doubt about it. I heard a friend of mine, Rhett, fucking forgive me for saying this, but the dumbest shit I've heard is, well, Alabama ain't that good. I mean, Texas would have beat them if it wasn't for so and so. Okay, if it wasn't for so and so, Texas would. Yeah, and if my grandma had balls, she'd be my granddad. Bottom line is Texas didn't beat Alabama. Things happen in the course of the season, and you guys can hate on the SEC, and you can hate on the bias that goes to the SEC, but you can figure out why. TCU is now lumped into the Cincinnati's to the mid-level D1 teams of forever. Another buddy of mine, and I really do appreciate him. His dad was a coach. He played ball. I didn't play ball with him, but I could just imagine he'd be one of those guys that, you'd have to drag off the field, one of those guys that you want in the bunker with you. But he said, well, not the Big 12, the name makes a difference. If Texas has a shot next year, or if Oklahoma has a shot next year, they get in. Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. I do, because Texas is a brand. So is Oklahoma, ish. But if there's a TCU or a Baylor or a Texas Tech that is on the brink, I don't think the voters let them in. I wouldn't. I would. This was probably the worst fucking national championship game I've seen ever in my life. Would have Alabama? Would they have beaten? Everybody says hell no. Georgia is. I don't know that either. Alabama's got the same fucking animals over there. I'm going out on a limb saying Alabama wins the national championship next year. There's just a big difference, and we saw the big difference, and that's the way it is. And I don't give a shit what you say about transfer portals, this, that, or the other. Georgia is still going to be Georgia. Alabama is going to be Alabama. Let me tell you something. You better watch out for LSU and Tennessee next year. Tennessee, Josh Heupel in Tennessee, those guys played with a purpose. LSU came out with their ass on fire. Those coaches over there are turning some shit around, and they're making it meaningful, and they're doing the right things, and they're making it happen. So you guys out there just thinking, well, it's just Alabama and Georgia, you better think twice. That's all I'm saying. If I'm TCU, if I'm Texas or OU or anybody, I wouldn't want to play Alabama or Tennessee. I'm an Aggie fan. Love my Aggies. Here they are. I mean, love them. Daughter went there. I love everything about A&M. I'm scared to death to play LSU last game of the year next year. They're liable to thump our ass by 60, and we're going to be better next year. Um, I truly believe that if and only if Jimbo gives up that spiral notebook of a playbook that he has that worked in the 90s that doesn't work anymore. But anyway, I digress. Let me move on. I mean, you're looking at Tennessee. You're looking at LSU. Better watch out for those two. I'll tell you what, Florida, if they could take the ankle bracelet off their quarterback and put a rein on them, Florida could be damn good next year. Watch out for Florida. Uh, in saying that, I mean, there's just a lot of good football, and I hated it. I was rooting for TCU, Texas team. I love everything about TCU. I think this is the first time I was ever rooting for any Big 12 team because I like everything about TCU. I like the school. I like the colors. I like the town. I love the coach. I love the coach's dad even more. But Sonny Dykes, what he does, the way the kids play, the quarterback, the fan base, everything about him. It's a really small school, but they play really, really big. And they're from Texas. And I really appreciate that. I really do. I love the story behind Dugan and where he's from. I mean, I wish he was a Texas boy, but anyway, I love everything about it. And I was rooting for him, but there's just a difference. I mean, it's just, there's just there's a difference, a huge difference. And that was evident, and it's been evident before. And that's just the way it's going to be. So, in saying that, I'm going to move on. A couple of teams. Congratulations to Georgia. If y'all haven't heard Kirby Smart's pregame speech, you need to go listen to it. It's all over the internet. I mean, that guy makes me want to go out and play, and I'm too old to even lace up a shoe, much less bend over and put one on. But go listen to him. I think it was just they were ready, and they weren't going to be denied in that national championship. So, congratulations to Kirby. Congratulations to Georgia. Congrats to the SEC for another big one. So, we move on. I'm going to talk about a couple of teams that looking forward to watching next year. I said this from the beginning, and I believe it true. We need teams like, and I hate saying this about these fucks, but we need Texas to be really good. We need Oklahoma to be really good. We need USC to be really good. Even though I can't stand that, I don't think he's a very good head coach. Lincoln Riley, I think he's a great quarterbacks coach. But that's about it. Anyway, we need USC to be good, UCLA to be good. That would be that. It's just good for football. OSU, they're good. Michigan, I'd rather somebody else be good. There's something about Michigan that I can't stand. I don't know what it is. I put Michigan in the same boat as Notre Dame. Now, there's a bias because I got kicked out of Catholic school, so I don't like Catholic and all that stuff. I hate all that. I hate all that crap. So anyway, but I put Michigan in that Notre Dame realm, right? So we need two Big Ten schools to be really, really good. Obviously Ohio State's one of them. I wouldn't mind Michigan. I love the Minnesota story, but those guys just can't get the athletes like the SEC and even the ACC can. And I'm going to move on. Okay, the Dabo Sweeney era, the Clemson, all that era. I'm really over it. I would love to see them just go away and just become a basketball school. Same thing with North Carolina, Duke. Just be a stepping stone for everybody else and leave the football for the big boys. And this is what I mean. I cannot wait to watch Florida State. Tom, my buddy, a great friend of mine, went to Florida State. I think they're doing the right things. Their facilities are going to be amazing. I just think the players are getting also. I can see Florida State winning the ACC. That would be pretty awesome. The other thing is Florida. Bring back that Florida State game to where it's two really good teams, really exciting teams. I'm excited about that. I love that. So I'm looking forward to let's see, Florida State, Florida State and Miami. I'm looking at Miami also. Miami's got a shot to be really good next year. Florida State, Miami being really good, Florida being really good. We need those Florida teams to be really good to make college football great again. And then that way we can get into the 16-team playoff. I want a 16-team playoff. Everybody else can do it. The Pirate, Mike Leach, RIP, big boy, but he said it himself. The high schools do it in Texas. The Division II and Division III schools do it in college. Why can't the NCAA just copy that? You know? I like, of course, you got to, the front runner is Georgia next year. Alabama's going to be good. Georgia, Alabama's going to be good. I said LSU, Tennessee, Florida. I mean, those are my five in the SEC. If Jimbo were to give up, because we lost a bunch of guys in the portal at A&M, but we got some good ones back. And I think the 20 for 9 swap that we did, 20 left, 9 came in, something like that. I think it's good for us. I think we can be real good if Jimbo lets old Knight Rider over there, Evil Knievel, Bobby Petrino, call some plays, because Bobby's good at it. You may hate him for what he is and what he's done, but he's damn good at scoring. So, and that's not a pun. I mean, scoring on a football field, the football team. Wow. Anyway, A&M could be good. I don't know. I'm not going to put them up there. So I'm looking at Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, LSU. Those five in the SEC, big. I see it big. The Big 12, again, I don't think it matters. TCU screwed the pooch. They're going to be the Big 12 is going to be competitive, but it's going to be meaningless. I mean, you're going to have either Texas or OU go undefeated to get into the playoffs. If not, you're not going to get a Big 12 team in. Thanks, TCU. The Pac-12. Now, here's where Brandon over there at Barstool, this is where we differ. He thinks the Pac-12 is going to be the best conference in the nation in all of college football next year. I don't see that fucking happening. It's competitive, yes. Like the Big 12 this year. Competitive. Hell yeah, they're competitive. Then the top 2 teams go to a bowl game and get their shit kicked in. So Pac-12 can be competitive, but can USC, can UCLA, can Oregon? Dave Portnoy said something about Oregon. No, how's he say he's a fucking Yankee? Oregon. Yeah, Oregon is going to be really good. Oregon can be USC. Oregon can be, who gives a shit? Because Oregon will get the shit kicked out of them by Georgia again. You see the pattern here? Just accept it. Quit hating it. Quit fighting it. Is what I'm saying. Don't hate it. Don't fight it. It's just like me. I got to quit hating and fighting the NFL if I want to be able to watch it, enjoy it, and bet on it, right? So I got to just quit fighting it and accept it. The NFL, there's a couple of teams, there's a couple of good teams up there. Like my top 5 teams, I think I've got Bills 1, Chiefs 2, 49ers 3. I've got, who do I have number 4? Jeez, I forgot who I had number 4. I know number 5 were the Eagles. Also, the Bengals. No, I got Niners 3, Bengals 4. I hope they pull it off though. Yeah. So I got Bills, I got Chiefs, Bills, Chiefs, Niners, Bengals, Eagles. Those are my top 5 teams in order in the NFL. Well, I just got to give in, just like you got to give in with the SEC. That's the best conference in the nation. Okay. We got to hope the ACC brings back Florida State and they come on them and Miami. And then the Big 12, come on, let's go Ohio State and somebody other than Michigan. And then a couple guys in the Pac-12 and a couple guys in the Big 12. And let's get the big playoff thing going and let's roll. But get over yourself. I mean, come on. Say all you want about top-heavy SEC, top-heavy SEC. Fine. There's only two good teams. Those two teams are going to win a national championship every fucking year. Are you satisfied? Big 12 ain't going to do it. Pac-12 can't fucking do it. 7-on-7 league over there. The Big 10? Come on. Michigan ought to be fucking embarrassed right now. No wonder Jim Harbaugh is hauling ass and leaving. ACC, they're not even relevant anymore. I mean, they're not relevant. Florida State's got to bring them out of the doldrums. Dabo's spending too much time at church or church camps or whatever he's doing now. I don't know, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you're done. And that's one of the greatest interests in football either way. But it was a great season. We had a lot of fun. We again in my big upset plays. This national, by the way, don't get it twisted. I did bet TCU, money line and spread and all this, but this wasn't my big. I was betting. This one was a heart deal. I bet with my heart. This one wasn't like I called, the TCU over Michigan or the Kentucky over Florida or, A&M over LSU. I didn't, that wasn't one of those. It wasn't. I ended up, I think, 7-3 on my upset picks of the season. So made some money there, or 7-2. I can't remember. I got to go back and look at it. It doesn't really matter because it's over. But I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. Love and missed my boys at the Tristan Dunn. The Tristan Dunn Show. It's another podcast. Donnie Betts also. We had a great time this year. We had a couple of guests come on and off, as we went, but we had a good time breaking these teams down, breaking down what happened. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we have another great season next season. Again, you can go to coachescall.store, hit the menu button, and join our Discord. You can go to coachescall.store, look at some of the blogs and things that we write from time to time. We've got a merch store. You can buy shirts, you can buy caps, you can buy hoodies and a bunch of other stuff that we have in there. But we're just getting started. This was our first season at it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we enjoyed the hell out of it. Thank you, everybody that listened. We're on Spotify. You can catch us on Spotify, and you can catch us on YouTube. Go over there, subscribe, and like, and follow us. Ask some questions. Next year, I'm hoping to be live on Coach's Call. Hoping to be live for this Pick'em show. Hoping to be live for our NFL Pick'em show also. We got Sharp Lines and Raking Dimes here, and then we've got our NFL Pick'em show that we do on Thursdays, and we've got the big playoffs coming up, so y'all get ready for that. But anyway, I don't want to prolong it. I want to hold on, but I can't because the season is over. So I just want to say thank you from the Coach's Call staff, for me, your coach, Coach Z. This is Sharp Lines and Stacking Dimes. Coach's Call, NCAA Pick'em, saying goodbye one last time for this season, and we will see you in the 2023 season. Gig 'em Aggies, love you guys. Hope everybody have fun. Go like and follow, and we'll see you next season. Adios.